Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today is gonna be about the time I studied abroad in Shanghai. Yeah, this is just about my experience when I was there. I was there for about 6 weeks. Yeah, about 6 weeks. My senior year of college, so it's possible if I want to do it. I also ended up getting a scholarship called the Gilman Scholarship. They gave me about around $2,000 to just pay for things like I ended up paying for my flight there. Eventually I would like to live abroad for at least a year. That's goals. But yeah, like I said, it's just something I've always wanted to do. It was one of the best experiences of my life. At the time it was so hard because I never learned the language. I mean, prior to going, I never taken a class officially. Like, I grew up going to school in Chinatown in Chicago, but that don't mean I learned any Chinese, like, or Mandarin. So I was out here just not knowing nothing. So that was number one, very scary. And then two, it's China. It was so lit. Like, I had the littest time of my life in China. I recommend everybody go to China, go to all the places that's popping, go to Bar Rouge. I think it's on Tuesdays. It's ladies' night. You get your fingernails painted, and it's like half naked dudes walking around just looking fine, like this. So there's that, and then okay. The first day when I got there, it still was like really surreal to me. I was like, I didn't go to China. Like, that's not what just happened with this 14-hour flight. It was a super long flight, but like, I was like, nah, that ain't happen. I ain't do that. I was just like, I'm just somewhere else in America. So I get there and tearing up a little bit, y'all. Thinking back to the days when I went to China. But we got on a huge bus and nobody knew each other. So we were all just like kind of awkward, like, oh, hi, I'm from here. Nice to meet you. We're going to be together for 6 weeks now. On the bus, just being all awkward and stuff. Like, of course, we get to our apartment and we were like, I think we're the last people to get dropped off. Of course we were. And our apartment was the only apartment that did not have an elevator. And we were on the 5th floor. Mind you, it's summer. And I don't know if anybody told you anything about Shanghai summers, but they are literally the devil's butthole. And that's where you're living. That's where you're existing. We had to walk up 5 flights of stairs with our luggage. There was nobody to really help us. Like, we had our residential director, but she was just more so like, that's where you're going. Like, here's your keys. So we get to the apartment. We walk in like, oh my God, this is so nice. It was a really nice apartment. Like, really super cute view. Like, it was really nice. I felt like I was somebody. So yeah. But that same day, I don't know what we were doing. I don't even remember why this happened, but two of us, me and Kirsha, this is the first day we're together, and we decided to go out the apartment and come back in for some reason, but we cannot get back in the door. And our roommates inside the apartment could not open the door. So we're sitting outside like, y'all playing. First of all, I don't know you like that, but why you playing like that? Open the door. No. Couldn't open the door. It was just a hot mess. And we ended up sitting outside. We had to call the RD. What's happening? We already in some janky situation. We don't know nobody here. It's not like we can go talk to the security guard. We don't know Chinese. Well, I don't know Chinese. So I'm just like, we sitting on the dirty steps in the hallway. Like, started playing Ariana Grande. So that was the first day. Rough. There's nothing more I need to say. It was a very rough day. Very long day. Just very rough. Then, okay, just skip past that. Skip past orientation. Orientation was great. I told the guys. There was like 10 guys and 14 girls because it was 24 of us. And the 10 guys all got like this one like bachelor pad or something. It was like a lot of them. But their place was kinda dirty. Like, we went to visit them. They had roaches, y'all. But that was squad in them, Them was the bros. And then, well, some of them, not all of them. I'm not gonna name any names. You know who you are. Anyway, so the girls, so it was 5 of us in an apartment, and then 3, I think all of them had Chinese classes and I didn't. I was the only one that was not in the language program. So they would help me. They would help me like navigating China, like talking to people, like learning little things. Like, one thing that literally just comes to my mind all the time is what I need, which means I love you. I love you all for watching my video. But yeah, like, We would go on excursions on the weekend. So we went to one town one weekend. It was called Hangzhou. It was a tea town, and it was super duper dope. Here's a picture. It was just like a beautiful place. Like China is beautiful. Of course, I was only in specific areas. Like I wasn't in like. Actually, I was exposed to some poverty there. Actually, next to where we were living, there was like rundown buildings, and I had some rough times too. Like when I came back, of course, I was like, it was just so great. One of the best experiences of my life. Like, cause it is one of the best experiences of my life. But also, I had some really rough days. You know, my handy dandy journal, which I bought specifically for the purpose of writing in China. Whew, I have a lot of entries where I was just like, I'm ready to go home. Like, I don't want to be here anymore. And it was only 6 weeks, but it felt like I was there for like 3 months. And one thing I do remember is it was hot as hell. Every day, I lost some weight when I was there because first of all, the food there, fantastic, fresh. If there's anything anybody can tell you about food in China, it's fresh and it's good. The fast food there is a whole nother level of like fast food. It's clean. Our fast food in America, I'm sure everybody knows it's trash, first of all. But like their grease wasn't dirty for some reason. I don't know. I was always going to Burger King. It was just like, it was so cool. I will tell you that there are like some places in public where there's squatters. Like on our campus, there were places that did not have toilets. There was the hole, like not a literal hole in the ground, like you squatting over this hole and you in class. And me, I'm thinking like, oh my God, it's so hot outside. I mean, I don't sit on public toilets anyway, but it's different when you squatting to like literally the ground, you know? It was a lot. It was a lot to process, a lot to deal with. And sometimes I was just like, I want to go back to America where there are toilets everywhere, where there's tissue everywhere, because you have to bring tissue everywhere you go because you never know if they have toilet tissue or not. I don't know why that's a thing in China, that they don't have toilet tissue. I don't know if it's for conservation purposes or just like saving the planet, but you have to bring your own tissue. And if you run out, you better wiggle it off, boo. The nightlife scene is poppin'. And it's 18 plus there to drink. So it was just like, whew, so lit. I'm gonna show y'all some pictures. First time really having beer, but their beer is different than American beer. American beer makes my stomach hurt and like really bad. But their beer was like, it's called Qingdao. It was popping. Straight up popping. So we had, oh, another thing. We had this rice cooker, like just in our apartment. I don't know if they gave that to us because like part of the experience, but it was like lit. We will always have dumplings and rice. In the mornings, in the afternoons, in the evenings, it was dumplings and rice because you just put the dumplings on top, put the rice in the bottom, let it steam, and you got a meal in like 10 minutes for like the whole family of 5. It was 5 of us. We would always smoke a hookah because Kirsha and Courtney loved it. Mostly Kirsha loved that doggone hookah. Anytime we went anywhere, I forgot the name of it, but like I always heard Kirsha asking for it, like every time we went out. But yeah, the food was just like next level. Like I today am craving some authentic Chinese food because once you get real Chinese food, there's no going back to this American trash that we have. I've had a hard time finding good Chinese food, except for when I was in New York. Their Chinatown dumplings are just like the ones in Shanghai. Swear, like identical. And the place is called Shanghai Place? I don't know. It's in Chinatown. The people weren't always nice. I got a water bottle thrown at me once by a little butthole who I walked by every day to go to school. And this one day, he decided to be like a next level butthole and throw a water bottle at me. And I was like, I'm not going to Chinese jail today. I really want to, but I'm not, you know? I can't mess up my reputation like I was in another country, like on scholarship. But it was just a really great experience. And my overall message with this video is just to encourage people to study abroad or just like to go abroad in general. But I just encourage everybody, especially my people of color, especially my women of color, to go abroad. Like, y'all, you have to go see the world. There's nothing like it. I want to go back to China, even though it was rough. I feel like I grew so much within 6 weeks. I feel like I was able to just see another side of myself, and I feel I'm on a whole nother level of confidence. I feel like I can conquer anything, and I know I can for sure now, because I was in a country where I did not know the language, knew nothing about the people besides stereotypes from fellow Americans, and I was able to survive, you know, like, and that's big. That's a really big deal. Like, yes, I was on scholarship. Yes, I had a support system somewhat out there, but my roommates could have been trash. I don't know what other people's experiences were, but I made it, and that's something that's really big for me. So I think you all should just get out of the country. There's more to the country. Get out of the state. Get out of the city. Go see something else that you're not used to, and, you know, just live it up. Because why not? You only have one life to live. I am once again glad that you're watching my video. So glad to see you here. Even though I cannot see you, I feel you right up in here. So thank you for watching my video. Like, comment, tell me what else you want to see on this channel. Subscribe to this channel. Just, you know, follow me on social media. The usuals. My IG is Jelani G. My Snapchat and Twitter are Queen Lonnie G. So follow me on all platforms. Let me know what you want from me. And just support your girl. I appreciate support now and forever.